Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are live for the Texans and Lions on Sunday Night Football. The game will kick off in a couple minutes. But it should be a great game. We got the Lions, who are one of the best teams in the NFL, arguably the best, against Texans, who are also quite good. Lions 7-1, Texans 6-3. The roof is open on the stadium today. I didn't even remember the Texans had a roof on the, or not a roof. I knew they had a roof. I didn't even know their roof could open. But we got the Lions and Texans today on Sunday Night Football. Should be a great game. Lions, they've they're 7-1. Their one loss came in week 2 against the Buccaneers, meaning they've won 6 straight. But the game will begin in a couple minutes. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Be sure to vote on the poll. And let me see who I have in this game. I don't exactly remember who I picked. But Texans and Lions, Dan Campbell in his 4th season as the Lions head coach. He's a 31-27-1 record, 2-1 in the playoffs last year. D'Amico Ryans, in his 2nd year as Texans head coach, he is 16-10 in the regular season, 1-1 in the postseason. Texans also debuting their red uniforms, look really good. But let me check what score I said for this game. I have 26-19 Lions. But the Lions will get the football back. Texans will kick off as Kiami Fairbairn on to kick it away. So the Lions can get the football first. And the teams are just about ready. And the kick is away. So the Lions with the football first. The kick goes into the end zone, and they will just take a knee. The ball come out to the 30. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense, the best scoring offense in the NFL, onto the field to start this game. Oh, I just realized Dan Skipper is starting at left tackle as they go through the starting lineups. Dan Skipper starting at left tackle. He's usually the Lions' 6th extra offensive lineman, but he gets to start at left tackle instead of Taylor Decker today. Decker's probably hurt. Goff off play action. Hey, what was that? Spiked this at the ground. I don't know if that came off his hand weird or if that was intentional, but it's spiked into the ground, and it's 2nd and 10. But Jared Goff, he's having a great season. 83% completion percentage, averaging 219 yards per game, 13 touchdowns, just 1 interception during the 6-game winning streak. Second and 10 for the Lions after Goff spiked it into the ground on 1st down. From the 30, Goff in shotgun, back line to his right. Goff hands off to Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle, and Gibbs run for 5. Make it a 3rd and about 5. So early 3rd down. It is 3rd and 5 from the 35. Goff in shotgun, Gibbs line up to the left. Now Gibbs motions out of the backfield to push this forward to St. Brown on a touch pass. He's got a first down. St. Brown picks up 7 to the 42-yard line. And the Lions convert on their first third down of the day. This was an interesting call. They put him in motion. No, they didn't. But right at the point of the snap, it looks like he comes in motion. The same route a player who comes in motion would usually take. And they just like shovel passed it forward to him. But it worked. First and 10 here, Goff under center. David Montgomery in the game for the first time today. And they'll hand off to Montgomery running left. Montgomery picks up about 4. But let me see if Taylor Decker is hurt. Lions left tackle. I mean, he probably is. Yeah, he's out. It's a shoulder injury. Goff off play action to the outside that is caught by Jameson Williams in his first game back from suspension. And he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Flag downs, we'll check on that. An ineligible player downfield. It's on right guard Kevin Zeitler for the Lions. Yeah, he's about a yard too far, just a bit. So that brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Lions, as they actually just declined the penalties to take the results of the play. So 2nd and 11 from the 41. Goff and shotgun, who'll look to throw. We'll get rid of it quickly. It's tipped at the line and intercepted off the deflection. Intercepted by the Texans. It's batted up in the air by the free rusher off the edge and intercepted. Jalen Petrie, the safety, is coming on the blitz. He's able to deflect this. They're just trying to hit Jahmyr Gibbs in the flat. And then it's intercepted. And the Lions, they turn it over on their first drive. Just the 2nd pick for Jared Goff in his last 7 games, including this one. And the Texans, they take over with excellent starting field position. 12:55 to go in the first quarter. So from the Lions 33, Stroud and shotgun. Bring a receiver in motion. And they'll start off the run with Joe Mixon running left. And Mixon picks up about a yard. Not much space. Joe Mixon been one of the best backs in the NFL to start the season. Averaging over 100 yards a game. CJ Stroud last week really struggled, completed just 11 of his 30 passes for 191 yards. And was sacked 8 times. So, if they can protect Stroud, that will be something to watch in this game. As well as just if the offense can play better. They do have Nico Collins back for this game, I believe. But 2nd and 8 here for the Texans. Stroud under center. Calls this to Mixon running right. And Mixon will try to cut to the outside. Unable to do so and taken down for a loss of a couple yards. Now, Nico Collins was activated from the IR last night, but is inactive for this week's game, as is Will Anderson Jr., so 2 big losses for the Texans. So it's 3rd and 10 from the 33. Stroud and shotgun back onto his right. Stroud looks to throw. Lions bring pressures. It's picked up. Stroud gets rid of it for a first down. Tank Dell makes the catch at the 30. And the Texans move the chains. Nice throw and catch there on third down for the Texans. Tank Dell, in his second NFL season, was a third-round pick out of Houston in the 2023 draft. Had a good rookie year before he got hurt. He's in motion here across the formation. They'll hand off to Joe Mixon, who will dance his way for a couple. But Joe Mixon, he's gotten off to a great start this year. Missed a couple of games due to injury, but I believe he's averaging over 100 yards a game. Let me check. He's got 126 carries for 609 yards and 6 touchdowns. But he's only played in 6 games. And he's gotten over 100 yards in 5 of them. 2nd and 8. Stroud hands off. Here's Mixon again. He'll try to bounce outside. And he's unable to do so. He's swung backwards. Now he's going to try to reverse the field. And Mixon loses about 7 yards. Huge loss there for the Texans. And it brings up 3rd and 16. A huge loss. Carlton Davis swings him backwards, and then he's unable to fight back to the line of scrimmage. But going back to Joe Mixon real quick, the only game he didn't get 100 yards or get in the end zone was week 2 against the Bears when he got hurt. But otherwise, when he's been healthy, over 100 yards and a touchdown every single game. 3rd and 16. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud, given time, steps up in the pocket. Stroud throws to the outside. There is John Mechie with his first catch, and he's forced to bounce at the line to gain enough for a Texans first down. They pick up 16 and convert on 3rd and long, and it brings up a 1st and goal at the 10. Good protection there for Stroud. Able to step up in the pocket, and could have run if he wanted to, but able to find Mechie for first down. 6-play, 23-yard drive for the Texans so far. Ball on the 10. 1st and goal. Stroud under center. Stroud off play action. Throws to the flat. That is caught by Schultz, and he is slammed down. Right, actually, that's Cade Stover who makes the catch. He picks up 2. Stover, the rookie from Ohio State. 4th round pick. 123rd overall in this past NFL draft. Second and goal for the Texans. And prior to this, we have a timeout called offensively. First timeout spent by either side. It comes from the Texans with 7:50 to go in the first quarter. The game still scoreless. Texans looking to take advantage of the interception on the Lions' first drive. Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn has a lot of history in Texas, retired as a Houston Texan, grew up in Texas, a lot of history here, so big game for him. Defense looking to get a big stop in the red zone. 2nd and goal from the 8. Stroud, empty backfield. Now they motion Mixon into the backfield and will hand it off to him on it like a jet sweep. Mixon gets the edge and he's in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with an 8-yard rushing touchdown gets the Texans. Just realized never changed the ball marker, but gets the Texans on the board first. And they get the game's first points. 7 plays, 73 yards, 5 minutes off the clock. And they capitalize off the interception as Joe Mixon with an 8-yard touchdown. And the Texans take the game's first lead. Here's Fairbairn for the extra point. And his kick up and good. So 7-0, the Texans lead. They take advantage off the Jared Goff interception. And ends in a 8-yard touchdown for Joe Mixon. I'm interested to see if that was a run or a pass. It is listed as a run. Looks like it may have been like a little touch pass, but just barely. But they have marked it as a run. So an 8-yard rushing touchdown for Joe Mixon. Who on that first drive, 5 carries, 2 yards because of the one 7-yard loss. Stroud also threw for 31 yards and is a perfect 3 of 3 passing. But the Lions will now get the football down by 7. Found themselves down early last week, but then destroyed the Packers the rest of the game. But waiting for them to come back from commercial, Lions going to get the football for their second possession. Their first drive looked okay until they threw the interception. Alright, now they're back from commercial. Lions going to get the football. So the Texans kick off. And this one will be. I thought they were going to bring that out. Ends up taking a knee in the end zone for a touchback. So first down Lions, ball on their own 30. So first and 10, Goff under center. Montgomery is the back. 7:46 to go in the opening quarter. Jameson Williams in motion. They'll hand off to Montgomery up the middle. And Montgomery gains nothing. No space to run there on first down. And it brings up second and 10. So second and 10 from the 30. Goff again under center. Off play action. Goff looks to throw. Going to go deep down the field. He's got a man, and that is it. Oh, almost intercepted. Jameson Williams was the target. He had a step. And just a great play made on the ball by Derek Stingley Jr. Could have been thrown a little further down the field by Jared Goff, but a nice play on the football. Yeah, it's a little underthrown. Jameson Williams has to slow up for it a little bit. and nearly the second interception in as many drives for the Lions. It's 3rd and 10 from the 30. Goff in shotgun, Laporta in motion. Play clock at 1. And they just got the snap off. Goff with time. No, now play's blown dead. We got a flag down. Let's see. The Lions got a timeout in. They did not. Delay game. So that backs them up 5 to make it a 3rd and 15. So 3rd and long for the Lions. Montgomery motions into the backfield. Texans rush 4 on 3rd and long. Goff, underneath, caught by Laporta, and he's going to break a tackle and spin his way up to the 34. So he gains 9, but not nearly enough for a first down. And the Lions not got off to a good offensive start. An interception, now they go 3 and out on their first 2 drives. So Jack Fox, one of the game's best punters, to send it away. Sims back deep to receive. And he will field this on the run at the 27. Sims up the middle of the field. That's a good return to the 43-yard line. And a great start for the Texans. Get an interception and score, then they force a 3 and out. And we'll see what the offense can do on their second possession, already leading 7-0. Texans, they've gotten off to a great start. But the Lions, on their first 2 drives, they have gained a total of 27 yards. Averaging 3.1 yards a play. Actually, make it 25 yards. Sorry, I did math wrong. But let's see if the Texans can continue their really good start. They're no back from commercial. .622 to go in the first quarter. Texans up 7-0. So 1st and 10 Texans. Excellent starting field position. As they'll start on their own 43-yard line. Stroud and shotgun back onto his left. Stroud looks to throw. to the outside. That is caught. And that is a pickup of about 8 yards for Tank Dell. As he gets out of bounds with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. So 2nd and 2. Inside Lions territory after just one play. Stroud, off play action, rolls left. Stroud, the outside that is caught by Tank Dell again. Another good pickup and another first down for the Texans. Back-to-back throws to Tank Dell. This one gained about another 9 yards. And two good plays to start this drive. Stroud has started perfect 5 of 5 for 47 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 on the 41. Stroud under center. Will hand off to Joe Mixon, who cuts to the outside and is taken down by Davis after a pickup of just a yard. So here is a 2nd and 9 for the Texans. Ball on the 40. Stroud in shotgun. Off play action. Stroud pressures. Will set up the screen to Joe Mixon. And Mixon gets a block. Mixon inside the 30. Trying to cut across the field. Mixon turns the corner inside the 20 to the 10. Inside the 5. Inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. A nice run. Catch and run there for Joe Mixon. A big play there for the Texans. This didn't even look like this had the potential to be the greatest play. This didn't look like it was a design screen. But Stroud says to get rid of it because he's pressured. A gain of 36. Here they go back to Mixon on the ground, and here he's going to gain about 2, down to the 1-yard line. Oh, there is a flag. 3:46 to go in the first quarter. This is a hold against Juice Scruggs, left guard for the Texans. I don't really love that call. I don't think it's terrible. I'm just not a huge fan of it. A 1st and goal, backed up 10 yards, now at the 13. Stroud under center. Robert Woods in motion, and again they'll hand off to Joe Mixon straight ahead, who gains 2 to the 11. So far, results in the poll: 67% of you guys said the Lions will win, 33% have said the Texans. Be sure to vote if you've not already done so. Laramie Tunsil is slow to get up. Slowly walks off the field here for the Texans. 4-time Pro Bowl left tackle, including the past 2 seasons. Hopefully he's okay. Let's see what happens here. Looks like he got rolled up on. So force rookie 2nd-round pick Blake Fisher into the game. 59th overall pick at Notre Dame. This is going to be interesting because he played right tackle at Notre Dame. Now he's in at left tackle. So this will be something to watch. 2nd and goal. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud steps up in the pocket and floats one to the outside out of the reach of Joe Mixon. That'll bring up 3rd and goal. Stroud was pressured on that throw from the left side. Brings up 3rd and goal. Let's see if the Lion defense can get a stop. That's the first incompletion of the day for C.J. Stroud, who's 6 for 7 for 83 yards. So from the 11, empty backfield for Stroud. 3rd and goal. Stroud to throw. Stroud with time. Steps up in the pocket. Stroud rolling left. Stroud spinning his way. He's taken down for a sack. C.J. Stroud goes down. Houston gets to him. And the Lion defense gets a stop. How about that? Houston sacks the Houston quarterback in Houston. So here's Fairbairn for the field goal. This one a 34-yarder from the left hash. Fairbairn missed just 4 times this season. And it will stay that way as he drills this one. And it makes it a 10-point Texan lead. So 10-0 Texans, 2:09 to go in the first quarter. Lions defense does a good job getting a stop there and holding them to a field goal. They need to get the offense going. They've just got 25 total yards, 3.1 yards of play on their first 2 drives, which has ended in a interception and punt. The Texans, on that drive, 8 plays, 41 yards, stalls in the red zone, and results in a 34-yard field goal. Big play on that drive was a 36-yard catch and run for Joe Mixon. That is more offense on one play than the entire Lions team has so far. So waiting for them to come back from commercial. Alright, now they're back from commercial. Lions getting the football down 10. Lions' second best regular season record since week 9 of last season. And their 7-1 start, best start since 1956. They've also won 6 straight games, which is their longest single season win streak since sometime in the 90s. I forget what it said. The Lions seeking back-to-back division titles for the first time since 1954 through 1952 to 1954, so a long time. Obviously, this is a match between 2 teams who are historically bad, but seem to have turned around the course of their franchise. But the kickoff is a touchback, 3 kickoffs, 3 touchbacks, and the Lions, they take over on their own 30. The starting field position has been consistent for the Lions. Their own 30 all 3 times. 1st and 10, Goff and shotgun, Gibbs line up to his right. Goff off play action, looks to throw. Pump fakes, now rolls was right. Jared Goff on the run, and he will just throw this away. Brings up a 2nd and 10 with 2:02 to go in the first quarter. So 2nd and 10 from the 30. Goff motions into under center. Gibbs is the back. Handoff goes to Jahmyr Gibbs running left, and Gibbs tries to bounce outside, breaks a tackle, but is then swung down. Actually, he's still on his feet. Ends up losing 7 on that one. A big loss there for the Lions, and that's now 1 run for both teams. Mixon had one before, where he was just taken down way behind the line of scrimmage because he got swung backwards. This one, same idea. Jahmyr Gibbs with a big loss. And it's 3rd and 16. We actually saw the Texans convert on a 3rd and 16 earlier in the quarter. Let's see if the Lions can convert here. This is 3rd and 16 from their own 24. Goff looks to throw, has time. Goff zips one over the middle. Oh, almost dropped, but it's caught by Jameson Williams. And he's wrapped up at the 48-yard line. Jameson Williams in his first game back from suspension after missing the past 2. And the Lions now convert on 3rd and 16. He actually almost dropped that when he bobbled it, was able to secure it. But a first down for the Lions, and they gain 20 there on 3rd and long. Gain of 23. By the time you add on after the catch as well. Goff swing pass out to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he'll slip a tackle, and Gibbs across midfield before he's taken down at the 49. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. This drive looking a lot better for the Lions so far than the previous 2. First time they've gotten in Texans territory. Jahmyr Gibbs, his numbers on the season: 126 touches, 650-ish rushing yards, 170 receiving yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. The Lions with an extra lineman in the game. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So it's actually a new extra lineman for the Lions because obviously Dan Skipper, who's usually their 6th lineman, is their starting left tackle for this game. So they have a new 6th offensive lineman that they will probably use quite a bit, considering I don't know the exact stats on it, but the Lions, they seem to use a 6th lineman quite a bit. Let me see if I can find what percentage of plays the Lions use a 6th lineman on. Let's see. The Lions, let's see, is this coming into this? Oh, no, this is an article from 2 years ago. Let's see. It's a good thing I realized that. I don't know. I don't know if I can find the exact stats on it. Let's see. Snap counts for the Lions. Hmm. Let's see. This was against the Cowboys. No, that's not what I want. I can't seem to find it, but I just know they go with extra lineman a lot. Probably the most in the NFL, but I can't find the exact stats on it. But they're back from commercial as we start the second quarter. Texans up 10-0. So let's start for the Lions offensively, although putting together a solid drive. And obviously they need to continue that. So we enter the second quarter. It is a 2nd and 6 for the Lions on the Texans 49. Goff under center, Jameson Williams in motion. Goff hands off to Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle, and he is going nowhere, taken down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 6 here for the Lions. If the Lions can make this probably a 4th and 2, 4th and 3, I wouldn't be shocked to see Dan Campbell go for that. But obviously, we will have to see what they end up doing here. 3rd and 6. Goff and shotgun. Gibbs wind up to his right. Williams in motion across the formation. Goff and shotgun. Look to throw. Goff throws over the middle. That is called for a first down. Jameson Williams with 2 first down catches on 3rd down on this drive. And a nice pickup for the Lions, and they move the chains. That's 2 third down conversions to Jameson Williams on this drive. One of them a 3rd and 16, this one a 3rd and 6. And this sets the Lions up 1st and 10. The Lions averaging 14.9 points per game in the second quarter. I'll get back to that in a second. Here's the handoff to Gibbs running right, and he'll pick up 5. But the Lions averaging 14.9 points a game in the second quarter, which, if that were to be for the entire season, that would be the most points scored by a team in a single per game. That is in a single quarter in any quarter in NFL history. Which that's really confusing, but makes sense. But that is insane. They're averaging about 15 points scored in the second quarter. Here they got a 2nd and 4 from the 30. St. Brown in motion. Handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, and he runs into his own lineman before he is going to get a push from the offensive line to get him out 2. So it's 3rd down and 1. Again, could be 4-down territory for the Lions if they don't get this. They're 3 for 4 on 3rd downs, and impressively, averaging 10.5 yards to go. So, despite the 3rd downs being long, they've been able to pick them up. This is 3rd and short. Empty backfield for Goff. Will look to throw. Goff rolls to his right. Jared Goff on the run. He's going to tuck this and try to get the first down. He will do so as out of bounds at the 25, and he moves the chains, gains 2, needed 1. And Jared Goff picks up the first down with his legs. Goff, not necessarily a dual threat quarterback, but can run, as you see there. Here is a 1st and 10 from the 25. Goff and shotgun, back one to his right. Handoff goes to Jahmyr Gibbs running left, and Gibbs with a good run of about 6. So here is a 2nd and 5 from the 20. Goff and shotgun back on to his right. That's Gibbs. Goff on the design roll right. Goff throws downfield towards the end zone. Call for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta from 20 yards out. The Lions with their first points today. It's a 20-yard touchdown catch for Sam Laporta, the second-year tight end from Iowa. Caps off an 11-play, 70-yard drive, takes 6:17 off the clock. And that was a great drive for the Lions. They really needed that. Gets their first points today. And just get something positive offensively. They had 25 yards on their first two drives combined before this one. Now they go 70 yards right down the field. This is a good drive. Here is Jake Bates for the extra point. And Bates hits it to make it a 10-7 Texans lead. But the Lions with their first points of the day. And now they go. Say the Lions are scoring about 15 points a game in the second quarter. 14.9. But I wonder if their defense matches that. If they're outscoring their opponents by a lot in the second quarter. So while they go to commercial, I'm going to check that. Let's see. In week 1, they were outscoring 10-0. Week 2, they were outscored 7-3. So that puts it 13-7. Then make it 26-10. That's 40-17. 60-20. 81-20. They're 21. What is that? 102-27. And then 119-27. So the Lions are outscoring their opponents 119-27. They're allowing about 3 points in the second quarter. They're outscoring their opponents by about 11.5 points per game in the second quarter. Never day to see a team get referred to as a second quarter team, but the Lions are. I mean, some teams you see their first half teams, their second half teams. The Lions, no, they're a second quarter team apparently. But they're just a great all around team. All right, they're now back from commercial. Texans gonna get the football. They've scored on each of their two drives so far, but the one of them they were starting at 33. But the kick is a touchback and will come out to the 30. 10:52 to go in the first half. Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry, and Saquon Barkley, only players averaging over 100 rushing yards a game. And it's funny because there sort of been older running backs, and apparently older running backs, you don't succeed once you pass like 25. But proving that narrative to be untrue. First and 10 here from the 30. Here we got a trick play. They're going to try to get Tank Dell, and now he's going to go back the other way. Tank Dell, taken down, only will lose 5. But not a good play there. Your defense is making you yell at your TV. Yeah, which team? So here is a 2nd and 16. Stroud and shotgun, back arm to his right. Stroud looks to throw, has time. Stroud gonna float one way down the field, and that is incomplete. That's probably interference. There's the flag. Xavier Hutchinson, the target. Terry and Arnold, the rookie from Alabama, in coverage. And it's been pass interference penalty. It's a big penalty. As the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. This is a little underthrown. It's your classic underthrown ball. Receiver can't come back to it. It's not that badly underthrown, but it is easily interference. Arnold been penalized a lot in his rookie season. 1st and 10. Stroud hands off. Joe Mixon bottled up the line of scrimmage. No gain. By the way, Lamory Tunsil, who got hurt earlier in the game, he's back in there at left tackle. Joe Mixon on the year averaging 4.6 yards a carry, which is his highest since 2018. 2nd and 10 from the 35. The Lions 35, that is. Stroud off play action. Is pressured. Stroud rolls with left on the run. Throws almost intercepted. But a nice defensive play by Brian Branch knocked it away from Tank Dell. He came out of nowhere to make a play on that ball. That's a nice play by Brian Branch. Got thrown out of the game last week for pretty soft. Should have been a penalty, but he shouldn't have gotten thrown out. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll hand off to Joe Mixon. He's going to actually lose some yards. Mixon will lose a yard to make it 4th and 11. And the Texans forced to settle for a field goal. Interesting play call there on 3rd and 10. Don't really love that call. I mean, you're running the football. Yeah, he's averaging almost 5 yards carry in the year, but if he gets 5 yards, it's still 4th and 5. Don't really like that call. But here is a 56-yard attempt. Fairbairn's made 10 from 50 yards, and he ties the NFL record with 11 makes of at least 50 yards. The NFL record is 11, set by Daniel Carlson of the Raiders in 2022. Fairbairn's now made 11 in just 10 games. And it's now 13-7 Texans lead. They've still scored on every drive. But waiting for them to come back from commercial. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial. Alright, they're back from commercial. The kick is touchback and will come out to the 30. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense take over at their own 30-yard line. So first and 10 on the 30. Handoff to Montgomery. He's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Lions haven't really ran the ball that effectively so far. Jared Goff off play action so far this season, completing 83% of his throws, 936 yards, 5 touchdowns, and a pick. Most yards off play action in the NFL. $7:55 to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. Goff in shotgun. St. Brown in motion. Goff looks to throw. Goff with time. Goff hit as he throws, incomplete. Flag comes in. Okay, hands to the face against the Texans. Down to Neil Hunter, who actually was the guy who hit Goff as he threw. Hunter, a longtime Viking in his first year with the Texans. So first and 10 here for the Lions. 7:42 to go in the first half. Texans up 13-7. Sixth lineman in the game here. They put him in motion. Goff under center. Off play action. Goff looks to throw. Goff pressured. Oh, ball's out. The ball's out. It's intercepted. I don't know if that's a throw or a fumble recovery, but it's a turnover for the Lions. Second time today, Goff has turned it over. Texans come up with it and will have excellent starting field position inside Lions territory. Two turnovers and 4 drives. This is an interception. The arm is coming forward. Doesn't really matter. It's turned over. Henry Toto, the second-year linebacker from Alabama. With the interception, the Texans set up excellent field position after the Lions' second interception of the day. So first and 10 from the 36. The Texans started the other drive off the turnover on the 33. Stroud off play action throws to the outside, caught by Tank Dell, and try to get inside before he's spun down by Brian Branch. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. So here is a 2nd and 9 from the 35. Stroud and shotgun will look to throw. Stroud throwing quickly, that is completed to Hutchinson, and he'll pick up 9. Actually, give him 10, enough for a first down. A lot of young players on this Texans offense. There's another, Xavier Hutchinson, second year out of Iowa State. CJ Stroud's been really good so far, 8 of 10, 94 yards. There's a 1st and 10 from the 25. Empty backfield for Stroud. We'll look to throw. Stroud over the middle. There's Mixon. And Joe Mixon gains 8 on the catch and run. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Notable injuries for the Texans. Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs both out. Kenyon Green, their starting right guard, is on the IR with a quad injury. And Will Anderson Jr. also out today with a ankle injury. Here's Joe Mixon up the middle. He's got a first down before he's chopped down at the 11. And the Texans moving the football. First and 10, 5:20 to go. So 1st and 10 here from the 11. Here's the toss to Mixon running right. Look for a cutback lane. Won't find one. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. I feel like neither team's been able to run the football that effectively. Lions averaging 1.9 yards a carry. Texans 0.3 yards a carry. So yeah, neither team has found success on the ground, like at all. So 2nd and 10 from the 11. Stroud and shotgun, back arm to his left. Dalton Schultz in motion. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud with time. Stroud to the outside. That is incomplete. Off the hand of Joe Mixon. 4:16 to go. So it's 3rd and 10 from the 11. First down is inside the 1. Stroud and shotgun, back arm to his right. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud pressured, rolls to his right. Stroud on the run, throws to the end zone, incomplete. Off the hands of Robert Woods, and the Lions defense can force another field goal. Hey, how's it going? How's the game going? Just tuned in. Uh, Not the greatest for the Lions at the moment. They've turned the ball over twice in 4 drives, but their defense has been pretty solid. I mean, I know they've given up 13 points and could be 16 right here, as the Texans have a 29-yard field goal. But Texans, they've had great starting field position, and it is now 16 as Fairbairn nails the field goal. But yeah, the Lions haven't been too good. Their defense hasn't been terrible. They forced the Texans to settle for 3 field goals, but the problem is the Lions just haven't done a ton offensively. 2 turnovers, 95 total yards. I think the Texans could win this. Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, they've been playing very well. And I mean, they could definitely win this, especially if their defense keeps forcing turnovers like this. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial. The Broncos blew it at the end. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, not every day see a 35-yard field goal get blocked. But yeah, that was crazy. They looked like they had that one all game. But yeah, they ended up getting that field goal blocked. And the Chiefs still undefeated. At this point, wonder if they'll ever lose. Good block, but yeah, great play by the Chiefs special teams. They're back from commercial. Fairbairn kicks off. And it is touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Sorry, out to the 30. Jared Goff hadn't thrown an interception in his last 5 games. He's already thrown 2 tonight. Although, I mean, you can't really say either of them are his fault. One, his arm got hit as he threw. The other pass tipped at the line. 1st and 10 from the 30. 4:07 to go in the first half. Goff under center, hands off to David Montgomery. And Montgomery only gains a yard. Neither seems to be able to run the football very well at all. Both teams well under 2 yards a carry. Lions 1.9 yards a carry. Texans 0.3. 2nd and 8. Goff incomplete. Not exactly sure what happened there. It looked like he tried to throw it to Sam Laporta in the flat, but it bounced off his shoulder pad. I don't know what that was, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 8. I feel like the Bills will beat the Chiefs next week. That's next week. Wow. Yeah, that good chance that one happens, but yeah, that's interesting. That could definitely happen. Bills, they've been playing really well. Stinks that that one's not a primetime game. 3rd and 8 from the 32. Goff looks to throw. Goff with time underneath, incomplete at the feet of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and it brings up 4th and 8. St. Brown looking quiet. He's only been targeted a couple of times. I think that might be his 2nd target. Very quiet. This Lions offense looks completely off. I mean, Goff was pressured on that throw, but he actually got hit as he threw that one. But Fox punts it away, and it is returned by Sims. Oh, got hit hard. Taken down to the 33. But the Lions punt again. Actually, it's only their second punt. They just haven't done anything offensively outside of that one drive. The Texans, they take over at their own 33, already up 16-7. But the thing that annoys me about next week, they flex the Bengals and Chargers into Sunday Night Football instead of the Bills and Chiefs. Why? That's so annoying. I mean, the Bills and Chiefs could literally be game of the year. And they decide, nah, we're good. And they'll just keep, don't step up Bengals Chargers. That's annoying. But, yeah, what you gonna do about it now? They should just swap the Chargers and Bills games. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they don't, but yeah, that would make sense. But apparently the NFL doesn't think that way. I don't know why they wouldn't have Chiefs Bills in primetime to begin with. I mean, I don't know what schedule maker says Chiefs Bills. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to not put that game in primetime. I mean, I have no idea why they'd do that. But I mean, sometimes the NFL just makes like really strange decisions like that. NFL scheduling is a bit weird. Yeah, definitely. So 1st and 10 Texans, 3:15 to go in the first half. Stroud under center on their own 33. Mixon is the back. He's had a very quiet game as a runner, although he does have a touchdown. Stroud is pressured and he's going to get almost taken down for a sack. And this one incomplete, nearly intercepted. As just trying to find Dalton Schultz in the flat. But it brings up 2nd and 10. Did I watch any of the other games today? Yeah, I watched the second half of the Giants and Panthers game. Oh, wait, hold on. Stroud was down here before he threw that. That should be a sack. Yeah, they do rule he was down. But, alright. Yeah, I watched the Panthers and Giants, unfortunately. I. Who else did I watch? I switched back and forth between the Commanders and Steelers, and the Buccaneers and 49ers. And then who's the 4 o'clock game? Oh, the Jets and Cardinals. 2nd and 22. Here's Joe Mixon straight ahead for maybe a yard. Taken down by Alex Anzalone. So here is a 3rd and 21 for the Texans. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. 3rd and 21 from the 22-yard line. Stroud and shotgun. Lions show blitz. They rush 5. They'll set up the screen. Oh, wow. Hutchinson swarmed as he catches that. 4 Lion defenders there to take him down. Practically as he catches the ball. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Great play there by the Lions defense. They knew what was coming. And it is a 4th and long. The Lions defense forces the 3 and out. I didn't watch. You watched the ending of the 49ers game, mostly red zone, okay? And didn't watch any of the afternoon games, planning on catching up on the highlights. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'll probably go back and watch highlights of some of the games later. I don't know if I'll watch all of them, but just if there's anything. I'm trying to think, was there anything else crazy that happened today? There are some games that really surprised me. I mean, I don't know how the Vikings and Jaguars was 12-7. Also, somehow the Saints beat the Falcons. And wait, the Bears, they've looked terrible lately. 3 straight losses. Offense held to single digits in 2 of those games. Yeah, definitely some surprising results this week. Saints and Falcons was a good watch. Yeah, I actually didn't see any of that game, but I mean that was one that I just kept checking the score like periodically. That surprised me a lot. So it's 4th and 25. The Texans will punt. So Tommy Townsend on to punt it away for the first time today. Khalif Raymond back deep to receive. And the Lions, they actually had a really good return game. Raymond 19 returns, averaging 16.6 yards per punt return, ended the punt return touchdown. Raymond backpedaling fills this as 21. And this time, no return, taken down right there. Great coverage by the Texans. And the Lions will begin at their own 20-yard line with a minute 51 and all 3 timeouts to work with before halftime. Texans also get the football to begin the second half. So this is really a must score for the Lions. Saints lost most of their receivers, but Valdez-Scantling came in clutch. Oh yeah, now that you say that, I do remember during MVS, it's like a huge game. So from the 19, Goff in shotgun, Gibbs the back line to his right. We'll start off on the ground with Jahmyr Gibbs, and he is going to fight for about a yard to the 20. So they actually started in their own 19. But neither team's been able to run the football at all. 90 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9. Lions don't really seem to be in a hurry. Goff and shotgun. Gibbs one up to the left. Another run with Jameer Gibbs. Are the Lions really not going to try anything? The Texans call a timeout with 1:09 to go. What are the Lions doing? This is not the Lions team we've watched for the first 9 weeks at all. This is crazy. Lions can't get anything going. Yeah, they can't run the ball, and they haven't thrown it well either. And I'm surprised with how conservative they're being as well. They're usually a very aggressive team. Completely different than what we've seen the first 9 weeks of the season. So here is a 3rd and 8. St. Brown in motion. Goff and shotgun back on to the left. Goff looks to throw. Goff over the middle, that is incomplete. Laporte to the target, but it's incomplete. 1:06 to go, and the Lions can punt. They go 3 and out. The only difference I can think of for the Lions is left tackle Taylor Decker is out. So, I mean, obviously, losing your left tackle is pretty big, and Goff has been pressured a little bit from that left side. But this throw is pressured from the interior. But the Lions, their offense just got nothing going. Outside of one drive, they had 70 yards. But since then, they've probably got like 30 yards combined on the rest of them. This is a big punt. Drives them back to the 19-yard line. But the Lions, they haven't been able to stop the returns. Here goes Sims on another good return for about 10 yards. So the Texans, they take over with about 55 seconds left and a timeout to work with. So we'll have to see if they can get anything going before halftime. They also get the football after halftime, so they're really in a good spot here. Even if you only kick a field goal before the half, so 1st and 10 Texans on the 34. Stroud with time. Throwing that is completed. Oh, hit hard. But a hold on to the ball. And a gain of 8. Texans will go quickly. 40 seconds left. They have one timeout. Here is 2nd and 9. Sorry, 2nd and 1. Stroud looks to throw. Over the middle, that is caught. In stride, there's John Mechie. Mechie taken down inbounds at the 32-yard line. 29 seconds left. And it looks like the Texans called their 3rd and final timeout. But 2 quick plays for the Texans, and this is a big gainer, John Mechie over the middle. Texans now out of timeouts after using one there. The Lions still have all 3 timeouts left. CJ Stroud, 12 of 16 for 132 yards. I don't even know if the Lions have 132 total yards. But 1st and 10 on the Lions, 32. Mechie in motion. Stroud looks to throw. Given time, Stroud floats one downfield that is caught by Dalton Schultz at the 15. I thought he bobbled that for a second, but he's able to control it out of bounds at the 25. So nice, what is that? 17-yard pickup, 18 yards. Gets to the bounds, takes just 4 seconds off the clock. Stroud has thrown for 149 yards. The Lions have just 99 total yards. Now, I mean, the Texans only have 136 yards because they have 4 yards on the ground, but CJ Stroud, big reason why the Texans have found some success offensively. First and 10 from the 15. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud pressured, going to float one into the end zone. That's incomplete, sorry. Actually threw it out of the back of the end zone. Bring up second and 10 with 20 seconds left. So that brings up second and 10. 20 seconds left. Lions averaging just 3.4 yards a play compared to the Texans. Also not great at 4.1, but a little bit better. Second and 10. Stroud to the outside. That is incomplete. Dropped by Tank Dell. 16 seconds left. Third and 10. So 16 seconds left. Texans out of timeouts. There's a third and 10 ball on the 15. Stroud and shotgun. Back line to his right. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud over the middle into the end zone. Call for a Texans touchdown. John Mechie makes a touchdown catch. And the Texans extend their lead. They're really dominating this first half. 6 plays, 66 yards, just 42 seconds off the clock. It is now 22-7. About to be 23 after the extra point. The Texans are dominating this game. And the extra points make it 23. Here for Fairbairn, who's been busy in the first half with a couple extra points as well as 3 field goals. Let's kick up and good. So now 12 seconds left. I mean, the Lions don't really have anything they can do in 12 seconds, even though they have all 3 timeouts, but there's not much they can do in just 12 seconds. I mean, maybe you can get into field goal range and try to kick a field goal and make it a 13-point game, but not much you can do. Definitely didn't expect to see this type of game. CJ Stroud, really good first half. 14 of 20, 164 and a touchdown. So Fairbairn on to kickoff again. Like half the plays in this first half have been kickoffs. And just like every other kickoff in the first half, this one will go for a touchback. So 12 seconds left, 3 timeouts. I mean, will the Lions try to do anything? Let's see. That last drive, John Mechie, 3 catches for 49 yards in his first career touchdown catch. Didn't even realize that was his first catch for a touchdown. Looks like the Lions going to try to do something. On their own 30, Jake Bates has a big leg, so maybe you can get in field goal range. 12 seconds left on the 30. Goff looks to throw. Goff with plenty of time. Zips one over the middle, sliding catch by St. Brown. Picks up 15 to the 45. Wow, that took a lot of time. Didn't think it took 8 seconds. There's 4 seconds left. Wonder if they'll add some time back onto the clock. There's no way that point took 8 seconds. Yeah, alright, they had 2 seconds back, so 6 seconds. Maybe you can get another 5 to 10 yards here on a quick throw. Which doesn't even have to be to the outside, 'cause you have timeouts. Maybe see if you can get a quick 10 yards and then attempt a long field goal. Jake Bates has a big leg. Goff looks to Goff empty backfield looks to throw. Goff, this is gonna be the final. No, he's gonna throw to the ground. Smart play from Jared Goff. Apparently, the Lions did not want this to be the final play of the half. I think I would have just tried to see if I could just get something quick. Quick 5, 10 yards. Jake Bates in the UFL was able to hit for 65 yards consistently. So, if you get to the 45, I mean, even the 50, that's what, a 67-yard field goal? No. No, never mind, never mind. I miscalculated. Goff, gonna launch it as far as he can. It's short of the end zone. It's intercepted for the third time in this first half. And we'll head to halftime. Texans lead 23-7, and getting the football to begin the second half. But Texans, after a dominant first half, up big, 23-7 at halftime. And I'm gonna go take a quick break, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me as I took a quick break. But the Texans leading the Lions 23-7 at halftime. The Lions have looked terrible. Probably the worst half of football the Lions have played so far this season. But yeah, they've looked awful. Texans, they're playing very well offensively. Their defense is really impressive, holding a great Lions offense to 7 points. But as far as my updated score prediction goes, I would say I originally said Lions would win 26-19, but let's say I don't know. I'd like to stick with the Lions, but with how bad they've looked, I would just say I'm gonna switch to the Texans, and we'll say Texans. I don't know, 33-21. But don't think the Lions are out of this game. They just need to start moving the football. But going over stats from the first half, beginning with player stats for the Lions, Jared Goff struggled. 7 of 17 for 91 yards, touchdown, and 3 picks. Now, it is 3 interceptions, but I don't think you can put all 3 on him. The first one was tipped the line. Second one was he got hit as he threw it. And the third one was just a Hail Mary before halftime. So it's going to look bad, but it's really not that bad. Then rushing for the Lions, they were terrible. Jahmyr Gibbs, 8 carries, 15 yards. David Montgomery, 4 carries, 6 yards. And Jared Goff, 1 carry for 2 yards. That's 1.8 yards a carry as a team for the Lions. They don't have a single player besides Jared Goff averaging more than 2 yards a carry, which is already awful. Then receiving for the Lions, Jameson Williams, 2 catches, 36 yards. Samuel Laporta, 2 for 29. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 for 22. Oh, sorry, Laporta's also got a touchdown. And Jahmyr Gibbs, 1 catch, 4 yards. Then for the Texans, CJ Stroud played a great first half. 14 of 20, 164 yards and a touchdown. Was sacked 2 times for a loss of 17 yards. Joe Mixon, 12 carries, 10 yards. And Tank Dell, 1 carry for a loss of 6. For the Texans, that is 13 carries for 4 yards and a touchdown. Sorry, Mixon's also had a touchdown. The Texans averaging 0.3 yards per carry. That if you combine the two teams, which is their inability to run the football, that is they're averaging 1 yard per carry when you combine the two teams. It's just been terrible running the football for both sides. Then receiving for the Texans, John Mechie 4 for 65 and his first career touchdown. Joe Mixon 2 for 44, including a 36-yard catch and run. Tank Dell 4 for 30. Dalton Schultz 1 for 17. Xavier Hutchinson 2 for 6. Cade Stover 1 for 2. And Robert Woods was targeted once but did not come away with a catch. Team stats: first downs, that's in favor of the Texans, 11-7. Total yards, the Texans outgained the Lions 151-114. Yards per play, 3.8 for the Lions, 4.3 for the Texans. Passing, in favor of the Texans, 147-91. Just talk about each team's ability to run the football, but the Lions outrushing the Texans 23-4. Lions have not made it to the red zone. Texans 2 touchdowns and 4 red zone trips. Penalties 3 for 51 against the Lions, 2 for 15 against the Texans. 3 turnovers for the Lions, all 3 interceptions. And time possession 12:38 for the Lions, 17:22 for the Texans. The Lions still have a slight chance. Yeah, I would agree they're not totally out of this, but they need to play so much better. That probably the worst half of football they've played all year. But yeah, they just need to play a lot better. I mean, this was an awful half of football. Second half should begin somewhat soon. Oh, I just realized I always had to say quarter three and never half. My bad. Didn't mean to do that until just now, but well, it's already prepared. But the Texans, they do get the football to begin the second half. Second half should begin within the next couple of minutes. Give me 1 second. All right, they're back from commercial. So far, results in the poll: 67% of you guys said the Lions will win. 33% have said the Texans. Be sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. So starting the second half, the Lions are 0-12 when trailing by at least 10 points at halftime under Dan Campbell. So not looking great. Plus the Texans I read before are 10-0 12-0 when leading by at least 10 points at some point in the game. Goff 10 incompletions tonight. He had 10 incompletions combined in the previous 3 games. Stroud has been pressured on 50% of his throws, which would be the second highest this season. But he's still been pretty good. 72 yards and a touchdown under pressure on 4 of 9 passing. And has just 1 incompletion when he's not pressured. But the Texans get the football to begin the second half. Jake Bates has it teed up and is set to send it away. And the kick for Bates is going to be a touchback as it bounces through the end zone. This is the Buccaneers' second time trailing at the half this season. The first time was Week 2 against the Buccaneers, which is their only loss. So 1st and 10 from the 30. Stroud on the Texans offense onto the field. First year in the second half. Stroud and shotgun back onto his right. Stroud to throw to the outside. Oh, it's intercepted! Huge play by this Lions defense. Just what they needed. Carlton Davis jumps the out route. And he picks off CJ Stroud on the first play of the second half. Huge play by this Lions defense. What a play. What a play by Carlton Davis. He starts 10 yards off the ball. It's about a 6-yard out route and diving interception at the ball. Really nice play by Carlton Davis to read that throw and able to make a play on the ball and hold on to it. Oh, they're looking at this. This could be incomplete, but I think he's got it. They might want to take a look at this. The ball hits the ground, but it doesn't really move. Hard to tell from that angle. It might move, but I don't know if that's because it hit the ground. I'm not really sure. I think this should stand. It will. 1st and 10 Lions, ball in the 31. Huge play with their defense. Maybe that can give them a spark they need. So from the 31, Goff tosses this to Montgomery running right, and Montgomery with a lane. Montgomery gains 11 yards. Best run of the day for either team so far in this game. It's like half of the Lions rushing yards on one play. So after 11 yards on first down, they go back to the run here on second. Or sorry, again on first down. From the 20, it's 1st and 10. Goff, another handoff. Montgomery this time goes nowhere. Taken out at the line of scrimmage, and it brings up 2nd and 10. The Lions' first half offense, they had 7 first downs, which is the fewest this season. They had 3 punts and 3 interceptions. So here's a 2nd and 10 for the Lions. Ball remains on the 20. Goff in shotgun, back onto his right. That's Jahmyr Gibbs. Goff looks to throw. Goff gonna take a shot down the field. Oh, he threw it right back. Goff throws his 4th interception of the game. He's looking for Laporta up the seam. It's intercepted at the goal line. Laporta's not quite looking for it. It's a great throw from Jared Goff, but I mean he threw it. Laporta, all he has to do is be ready for the ball, and he's got maybe a touchdown. Instead, he doesn't get his head around in time, and it's picked off. But Goff with his 4th interception of the first half. So waiting for them to come back from commercial, Texans take over. I'm interested to see where this ball is spotted. If it's on the goal line or like at the one or it's a touchback. Actually, I could just look without them coming back. The ball, it is a touchback, so it's on their own 20. Because if that's inside the one, that could have been that could be a disaster. But it is a touchback and it's on the 20 for the Texans. Oh wait, hold on. They actually changed the spot to the 1 yard line. What I looked at was just not correct. Here, Mixon barely gets out of the end zone. He'll lunge forward to about the 1.5, 2 yard line. Jared Goff has now thrown 4 interceptions today. That's the most he's thrown as a member of the Detroit Lions. It ties a career high. And he had thrown just 1 interception in the first 9 weeks combined. Or sorry, 4 interceptions. And he's matched that total today. This is a 2nd and 9 for the Texans. Stroud under center from the 2. Stroud pressured underneath, that is dropped, incomplete. Looking for Robert Woods. A little bit of a low throw, but one that should probably be caught. It's 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9 here. Big opportunity for the Lions to get a stop. If they get a stop, they'll get the ball back. Excellent field position, assuming this isn't a great punt. Obviously, got to worry about getting a stop first. 3rd and 9. Lions show blitz. They rush 4. Stroud rolls to his right, and that is almost picked. Wow, these quarterbacks throwing some very risky passes to start this half. We saw interception from Stroud, interception from Goff. This one, it was able to hit the receiver on the hands, but a diving interception attempt made by the Lion defender. So 4th and 9. The Lions defense does their job. They get a stop. They force a 3-and-out. And now the Texans don't really have much room to punt this away. Townsend is standing at the very back of the end zone. Gotta watch this doesn't get blocked. The Lions come after it. Just get it away. It's a good kick. Raymond fields it at his own 42. He's a great returner. But we've Raymond inside Texans territory before he's chopped down at the 44. So excellent starting field position for the Lions. And maybe their offense can build off this. I mean, they had great starting field position their last drive. And a few plays later, Jared Goff threw it right back. Let's see if they can do something positive on this drive starting inside Texans territory. The Lions offense, since 2022, or since Ben Johnson became their offensive coordinator, best in the NFL in points a game at 28, second best in yards per game at 384, and the best touchdown percentage in the red zone at 64%. Haven't been good today, though. So 12:44 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Lions on the 44. Jameson Williams motions across the formation. The handoff goes to David Montgomery, who is going to bounce his way forward for about 4. I mean, at some point, if you still can't run the football, do you just give up on trying to run the ball? I mean, I have no idea. But I mean, I don't know what the Lions want to do. I know they usually have a great run game. They can, like, punish you on the ground. But just haven't had it today. I wonder if that continues. At what point do you just give up running the ball? I mean, the Lions, they're running the ball slightly better than the Texans, but neither team is effective on the ground. But they go to commercial as there's an injury timeout. Hopefully the injured player is okay. So still waiting for them to come back from commercial on the injury timeout. Alright, this seems like a long commercial break. Alright, now they're back from commercial. So 2nd and 6 from the 40. Goff, off play action, looks to throw, sets his feet and launches way down the field, taking a shot. Caught by Laporta inside the 5. Sam Laporta to the 3-yard line. A big play for the Lions offense. Boy, did they need that. Lions, one of the best play action teams in the NFL. A big play to Sam Laporta down the field. This one 37 yards, desperately needed by this Lions offense. First and goal from the 3. Laporta on 3 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. We'll hand off to Montgomery, and he walks into the end zone for a Lion touchdown. Much needed touchdown drive. They're still very much in this game. Let's see, it's a 10-point game right here. Would you go for 2 to try to make it an 8-point game? Looks like the Lions are going to keep the offense out there and might try to go for it. Yeah, looks like they're going to go for 2. They're the second best 2-point conversion team in the NFL since 2021, converting 71%. This one, 2-point attempt, ball on the 2, obviously. For the right hash, Goff in shotgun, back onto his left. They're going to run the ball. Montgomery, no gain, or gains a yard, but no good. I understand the run call. I'm surprised more teams don't try to run the football on a 2-point conversion. It's almost always a pass attempt, but it's going to stay a 10-point game. The Lions not out of this game yet. So the Texans getting the football back, up 10, but the Lions with a much needed touchdown there. Jake Bates on to kick this off, and I really don't hate going for two in that situation, even though it's unsuccessful, because 9-point game, 10-point game, really not a big difference. An 8-point game versus a 10-point game is a pretty big difference. But CJ Stroud and the Texans offense back onto the field. Stroud has been great in this game. CJ Stroud tonight, 25 dropbacks, 2 sacks, 6 pressures. Handoff goes to Mixon, and I mean, what? I understand you want to try to establish the run, but the Texans are, what are we averaging? Less than a yard per carry. At what point do you give up on that? Especially when you've thrown it well. It's not like you're the Lions right now after aren't really throwing it that well. I mean, Goff completing under half his passes. But I mean, the Texans, they're averaging 0.4 yards per carry, and Stroud played pretty well. Here's a handoff to Joe Mixon running right, and he'll gain about a yard, if that. 3rd and 8-ish. Texans have 7 rushing yards. It's 3rd and 8. Stroud and shotgun back on to his right. Here comes a Lions blitz. Stroud looks to throw over the middle. That is caught for a first down and more. Dalton Schultz in stride inside Lions territory, spinning his way to the 36 and a big catch and run for the Texans tight end. The Lions just not looking very good. Obviously, a big part of that offensively, but their defense hasn't been that great either. Texans will go back to the ground. Here is Joe Mixon, and he'll get 6 yards, which is like his best carry of the game. So 2nd and 4 on the 30. Stroud off play action, rolls right. Stroud on the run, sets his feet, now floats one into the end zone. That is intercepted! Carlton Davis with his 2nd pick of the quarter. Stroud throws a pick in the end zone. The quarterbacks have combined for 6 interceptions. This is a great decision from Stroud to throw this football. It's just not a good throw. He needs to get more on it. It's underthrown and allows Davis to make a play on the ball. If he throws it towards the back of the end zone, it's a touchdown. But Stroud underthrows it, and the Lions defense comes up with a huge takeaway. And right when it looked like the Texans were going to answer the touchdown, the Lions defense gets a good stop, and they've still got a chance. But the Lions, they take over on their own 20-yard line after the interception in the end zone obviously goes for a touchback. All right, they're now back from commercial. They go back to the interception here. Let's see exactly what happens. Yeah, Tank Dell. Oh, he's wide open. How does Carlton Davis even get there in time? Wow. Davis comes out of absolutely nowhere to make a play on the football. And I can understand why CJ Stroud didn't think he'd have to throw to the back of the end zone, because he did not see Carlton Davis. A 1st and 10 here from the 20. Goff in shotgun, back on to his right. Toss to Jahmyr Gibbs, goes right. Gibbs with the blocker out in front. Gibbs down the sideline, tight rope to the sideline before he's out of bounds. They pull right tackle Panay Sewell, gets a good block on the outside. Almost sprung Jahmyr Gibbs, but unable to stay in bounds. It's actually Panay Sewell gets in his way. Injured Texan. Hopefully he's okay. We got run into it by a teammate. But a good run for Gibbs on 1st down, gains about 10. 1st and 10 Lions. Actually, they give Gibbs 12 on 1st down. Off play action, Goff looks to throw. Gonna launch one way down the field, and it's intercepted. 5th interception of the game for Jared Goff. How many interceptions these quarterbacks gonna throw? That is interception number 5 for Jared Goff. That's like me playing Madden. Stroud has thrown 2. They've combined for 7 interceptions. I mean, this one's like an arm punt down the field on 1st down, but the 5th interception of the game for Jared Goff. He had thrown just 4 coming into the game on the entire season, and he's thrown 5 today. But the Texans, they take over on their own 22-yard line, as these teams just throw picks back and forth. Stroud tosses to Mixon running left, and Joe Mixon will barrel his way forward for 5. Quarterback comparison. They've combined for 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That is the most combined interceptions in a game since 2018. It's crazy. When was the last time a quarterback's thrown 5 picks in a game? Here's 2nd and 5. Stroud under center from the 27. Mixon up the middle. Powers his way ahead for 4. And let me look that up real quick. When's the last time a quarterback's thrown 5 interceptions in a game? So 3rd and 1 here for the Texans. Third and 1. Here's the handoff to Joe Mixon, and he just barely picks up the first down. Let's see. When is the last time a quarterback threw 5 interceptions? The most recent time was Jameis Winston when he was still a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2019. He threw 5 interceptions against the Panthers. And add Jared Goff to that list today. 1st and 10 from the 33. Stroud under center. Handoff goes to Mixon running left. Mixon is taken down by Davis after a pickup of 3. Flag is down. And Carlton Davis had 2 interceptions today. He's slow to get up. This run will come back, though, as a flag is down. A hold against the Texans. Back them up 10. Let's see. Carlton Davis made the tackle. It doesn't really seem like anything too unusual happened, but hopefully he's okay. As he limps off the field. So it's 1st and 20 following the penalty. Meek Robertson comes on to replace him. Leads the team with 2 forced fumbles as 4 passes defended. Solid player for the Lions. Obviously Davis, their top cover corner. Hopefully he's okay. So 1st and 10 from the 23. 1st and 20 from the 23. Stroud under center. Stroud off play action, looks to throw. Stroud is pressure and he's taken down for a sack. Aleem McNeil, the big nose tackle for the Lions, gets to CJ Stroud in 2nd and a mile after the penalty and a sack. Just overwhelms the right guard, Shaq Mason, too much power on the bull rush. Now, Aleem McNeil is actually injured after sacking quarterback on that play. 2 big players to the line defense. Shaken up on back-to-back plays. Hopefully McNeil's okay. Signed a 4-year, $97 million contract extension a few weeks ago. He's able to run off the field. He looks like he hurt his face somehow, even though he's wearing a helmet. I don't know. That's interesting. Hopefully he's okay. But here is a 2nd and 30 for the Texans following the penalty on 1st down and the sack on 1st down after the penalty. 2nd and 30. Stroud hands off. Joe Mixon gets the carry straight ahead. And he gains 4. Texans have run the football a little bit better on this drive. But still haven't run the ball that effectively. Brings up a 3rd down and 26. Wait, how 3rd and 26? Wasn't it just... Oh, it was 2nd and 30. I confused myself. 3rd and 26. Stroud in shotgun back onto his left. Stroud away handoff, and it's a pretty good run for Dare. I always forget how to say this guy's name. Awubo. I'm just not even gonna try. But the Lions, they gotta stop, and they'll get the football back. Looks like it might be like a jaw injury or something like that for Oli McNeil. Really weird injury. Not something you see every day. But hopefully he's okay. But here is Tommy Townsend on punted away. And the punt is away. Khalif Raymond fields his own 18. Raymond avoids one tackle, avoids a second. Flag comes in down the sideline. Raymond with a good return, but it probably won't stand. And will come back. It is an illegal block in the back. It's hard to tell from that angle. I'm not a huge fan of that call. But they go to commercial. Lions get the football. And let's see exactly where are they after the penalty. Probably not great field position because it's, 10 yards from the spot? They're on their own 10. So yeah, not good field position. But still waiting for them to come back from commercial. It was a long commercial break. Why did it just cut back now? Apparently, second down. Goff spikes at the feet of Amon-Ra St. Brown. It gave me a screen waiting to return. Your program is a commercial break waiting to return, and then it brings me back for second down. We got a flag here after the second down play. All right, there is no foul for offensive pass interference. Or pass interference. Yeah, it actually would have been offensive pass interference, but it's not called. 3rd and 9. Goff in shotgun. Back on to his left. Here's a swing pass out to Jameer Gibbs. He got the blocker out in front. Gibbs down the sideline. Cuts inside. Across the 40. Gibbs. Big pick up to the 44. Huge catch and run for the Lions. They really needed that. They convert on 3rd. And it sets them up with good field position after that catch and run. Pick up of 33 there for Jameer Gibbs. From the 44, Goff in shotgun. Goff under center. Will toss this to Gibbs running left. And Gibbs jumps over a guy on the ground and is taken down at the line of scrimmage. Oh, Sam Laporta's hurt? I didn't even know that, but he is apparently questionable to return with a shoulder injury. Texans also have a couple players, one being evaluated for concussion, the other questionable with a foot injury. So 2nd and 10 from the 44. Goff hands off to Gibbs, and Gibbs picks up about 3. Make it a 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7. Goff and shotgun back on to his right. They're going to run the ball with Montgomery. Why? What are the Lions doing? I've never seen the Lions do this before. What are they doing? It's You haven't run the ball well all game long. Montgomery fumbled on that play, by the way, but he was able to get it back. Why? This makes no sense. This is terrible. Fair catch inside the 10. I have no idea what the Lions are doing. This is just terrible. I don't know what Dan Campbell is thinking. But the Lions, they've looked awful. Their decision making isn't any better from a coaching perspective. So the Texans take over on their own 9. Stroud and shotgun back onto his right. Stroud looks to throw to the outside. That is incomplete. Nice play and coverage by Jack Campbell. Former first-round pick in his second season. Huge pass breakup there. So 2nd and 10, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Stroud and shotgun. Quick throw to the outside. Caught by Robert Woods, who's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Also, you go back to the series of downs for the Lions. They went 3 straight runs. It's not even like you're running the ball effectively. You're averaging like 2 yards a carry. I have no idea. This is really bad. This is the worst this Lions team has looked in a long time. But we head to the fourth quarter, and the Texans up 10, 23-13. But this has been really bad. But still waiting for them to come back from commercial as we enter the fourth quarter. Alright, here we are starting the fourth quarter. Texans up 10, 3rd and 9. On their own 10-yard line, Stroud and shotgun back on to his right. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud over the middle. That is nice defensive play by Brian Branch to knock that away from Xavier Hutchinson. Really nice defensive play. So 4th and 9, the Lions force the Texans to punt. Townsend on to punt it away, standing in his own end zone. Kick is away. Khalif Raymond will field this at the 36-yard line, which is where he calls for a fair catch. So the Lions take over in their own 36. They've been awful offensively today. So 1st and 10 on the 36. Goff under center. Raymond in motion. Goff off play action. Spikes it at the feet of David Montgomery. So 2nd and 10 here. 14:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Texans up 23-13. Goff and shotgun back onto his left. Goff looks to throw. Over the middle, that is caught by St. Brown. And Amon-Ra St. Brown with just his third catch, but he'll gain 9 yards to make this a 3rd and short. This is a 3rd down and 1. Goff in shotgun. Montgomery the back one to his right. We'll get the carry. Montgomery looks to have enough for a 1st down. He's awfully close. I don't know if he got that, but you have to go for this for the Lions. I think. That looks to be enough for a 1st down. Yeah, just enough for David Montgomery. That's really close. Hard to tell from that look. 1st and 10 from the 46. Goff under center. They go back to Montgomery on the ground. And he'll gain about 3. So 2nd and 6. They give Montgomery 4 on 1st down. Raymond in motion. Goff off play action. Looks to throw. Has time. Over the middle. That is a wobbly throw. But somehow completed to Jameson Williams. A bobbling catch. But he makes the catch. Now he's slowing it up. Didn't look like he caught that cleanly. Then got hit, but somehow able to hold on. And a nice completion for the Lions. Jared Goff got hit as he threw that one. Goff wanted roughing the passer call. Really like the no call. It's about time we see a roughing the passer not called. So 1st and 10 from the 33. Goff off play action. Set up screen to David Montgomery. Montgomery with blockers out in front. Inside the 10. Montgomery still on his feet to the 10-yard line. I meant to say inside the 20 before. But a nice catch and run there for David Montgomery. And I think the Lions just need to do more of that. Give up on running the ball. It just doesn't work. We've tried to establish a run for 3 quarters and nothing. So just throw some swing passes, throw some screens. Something besides just run the ball. Over and over and over again. Same thing for the Texans. Pick up 24 on the catch and run for the Lions. St. Brown in motion. Goff. Quick throw out to St. Brown. Wow, who would have thought? You stop trying to run the ball right up the middle, and you score a touchdown. That's crazy. The Lions, not actually crazy, just great idea. But the Lions, with a touchdown, they have pulled within 4. 6 plays, 64 yards. And back-to-back nice screen passes. They go one to Montgomery, one to St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. It was Jake Bates for the extra point to try to make this a field goal game. And the kick up and good. 23-20. The Texans lead the Lions. But, yeah, the Lions, they need to do more of that. Give up on trying to run the ball on first down. You want to run the ball, throw a screen pass. It's essentially an extension of the run. Throw a swing pass, something like that. But they need to stop trying to just run the ball straight up the middle. It's a complete waste of time. They've gotten, what, 4 yards on it? The Lions' longest run is probably like 11 yards. They're averaging 2.7 yards a carry, and their longest run is 12. The kick is a touchback and will come out to the 20, or sorry, the 30. The Texans with the ball up 3. They have not scored yet in this half. All their 23 points came in the first half. 11:38 to go. From their own 30. Stroud under center. They fake the toss. Stroud rolls out left. Stroud is pressured. It throws over the middle. That is caught for a first down to Dalton Schultz. And Schultz gains about 16. Nice pickup there on first down. Stroud in the first half, 164 yards and a touchdown. In the second half, he's just 3 of 9 for 50 yards and 2 picks. We'll go to the ground here. Joe Mixon, no gain. Running the ball at this point is a lost cause. I mean, I know the Texans are going to want to run the ball because it's going to get the clock going, but at this point, with still 10 minutes to go, and it being a 3-point game, I think just simple runs like that are just a lost cause for both sides. Mixon tonight has 34 rushing yards. So 2nd and 10 from the 47. Flag flies at the snap and play blown dead. Cade Stover, the rookie tight end, call for the false start. Backs Texans up 5. So 2nd and 15 from the 42. Stroud under center. Stroud off play action, looks to throw. Stroud steps up in the pocket. Stroud going to run, and he will dive forward after a pickup of 5. Brings up 3rd and 10. So here's a 3rd and 10. Lions defense looking to get a stop. Get the ball back to the offense. Texans have not scored a point yet in the second half. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud is pressured, stepped up in the pocket. Stroud, still pressured, runs his own lineman and is taken. Oh, the ball comes out! It is recovered by the Texans. That was almost a complete disaster. Stroud kept running into his own lineman, and then he was running in between line defenders. Lost the ball, but the Texans luckily able to recover. Laramie Tunsil just gets completely beat off the edge. Pure speed rush from James Houston. Fourth sack of the day for this Lion defense. Jared Goff has not been sacked, although he has been pressured. The Lions force a punt, and this one will bounce to the 16-yard line before it stops rolling. So that is where the Lions will take over. 8:21 to go in this game. Lions down 3, but playing. I don't want to say they're playing good because they're not. They're playing pretty bad for the Lions. I mean, considering how they've played the first 8 games, they're looking pretty bad. But they're playing better as of late. Their defense hasn't got a point yet in the second half. And the Texans in the second half, they have gone. Let's see, where are we? Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. The Texans in the second half, they've gone interception, punt, interception, punt, punt, punt. Lions defense has been great. Texans offense has been terrible. I still don't really think the Lions are playing that well. So waiting for them to come back from commercial. Lions with the football on their own 17-yard line, down by 3, 8:20 to go. Or sorry, 8:21 to go to be exact. First and 10 here for the Lions. They'll hand off to Jahmyr Gibbs running right. Jahmyr Gibbs to the outside. Down the sideline, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's forced out of bounds. Nice run, though. All right, maybe the Lions shouldn't entirely give up on running the football, but I still wouldn't be mad at them for doing so. Really nice run for Jahmyr Gibbs. So first and 10 here from the 32. Goff under center. Will look to throw. Quick throw to the outside. That is caught by St. Brown. He's been quiet today, but he's got himself a catch there. And he looks to pick up about 9. 7:40 to go. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 7 straight games, including today, with a touchdown. That's the longest record for the Lions. 2nd and 1. Gibbs bounces outside. He gets inside Texans territory and almost able to tighten up the sideline a third time. He's come really close to breaking one all the way. Nice pickup there for Jahmyr Gibbs as it is. 7:05 to go. And the Lions starting to run the ball a little bit here. Really rough running the football on the first, 3 quarters. But Jahmyr Gibbs broken a couple runs for about 15 to 20 yards over the past couple of drives. 2 on this drive. Here's a 1st and 10, 6.5 minutes to go. Goff under center, St. Brown in motion. Goff, another handoff, goes to Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle, and he picks up about 6. Lions offensive line starting to play a lot better to move some people in the run game. Actually give, Jahmyr Gibbs space to run. The Lions rushing by half. In the first half, 13 for 23, 1.8 per carry. Second half, 14 carries, 82 yards, 5.9 a carry, and 1 touchdown. Goff under center. Brock right in motion. They go to Jahmyr Gibbs once again. He bounces all the way to the outside. That's not a good decision. He's losing 6. A huge loss for Jahmyr Gibbs. A loss of 6 on the play. So it's 3rd and a lot here for the Lions. 3rd and 11. After the run goes 6 yards backwards. Play clock winding down. Goff gets the snap off. Will look to throw. Halftime. Goff underneath. That is dropped by St. Brown. So 4th and 11. And the Lions can be forced to punt it away. Wait, hold on. They're going to attempt a field goal? Jake Bates, 50. Wow, I didn't realize they were in field goal range. 58 yards for Bates on the right hash, and his kick is just inside the upright. He got it. Jake Bates with a 58-yard field goal is now 13 for 13 on the season, and he ties this game up at 23. I didn't even realize they were in field goal range, but Jake Bates nails a 53-yarder just inside the right upright. And the Lions, they have come all the way back, down 23-7, have outscored the Texans 16-0 in the second half, and they have tied this game at 23. Just about, yeah, just barely snuck in there. I just saw a replay of this CJ Stroud fumble. Right tackle Titus Howard literally stripped the ball from CJ Stroud. I mean, what is the right tackle doing? Why is the offensive lineman stripping the ball from his quarterback? So waiting for them to come back from commercial here. All right, they're back from commercial. Kick is a touchback, and will come out to the 30. That field goal they showed again, that may have actually brushed the upright. Looked like it might have, but it just sneaks in there. With the Texans offense on the field at the 30. 5:01 to go, game tied at 23. Stroud under center, turns around and hands off to Joe Mixon straight ahead for, oh wow, second effort's going to get him about 4 yards. Originally he ran into a wall, but it was a good job of gaining some yards on the second effort. Jake Bates, that 58-yard field goal, the third longest field goal made in Lions history. 2nd and 6, Stroud off play action, rolls right. Stroud on the run. Now, go back the other way. Stroud throws downfield, incomplete. Almost a great play for Stroud, but a little behind John Mechie. 3rd and 6, 4:17 to go. Texans offense in the first half and second half was completely different. 23 points in the first half, 0 in the second. Third and 6. Stroud looks to throw. He's pressured over the middle. That is caught by Mechie for a first down. They gained 9, and the Texans with a huge first down. They really needed that. Mechie tonight, 5 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. First and 10 from the 43. Stroud hands off. Joe Mixon is going to get wrapped up after gaining just 2 yards. So second and 8, 3 minutes to go. Each team still has all 3 timeouts remaining. Stroud looks to throw to the outside that is caught by Tank Dell. And Dell out of bounds after picking up about 9 yards, enough for another first down. So first and 10 inside Lion territory at the 46. Stroud and shotgun back on to his left. Stroud hands off. Joe Mixon up the middle. He's going to end up with like 50 carries for, 50 yards. Two and a half minutes left. Second and 6. They do have to run another play before the 2-minute warning. Another handoff to Joe Mixon, and he is bottled up after a gain of just 2. He really is about to end up with like 30 carries for 35 yards. Let me see what he's at as we reach the 2-minute warning. The third and 4 for the Texans on the Lions 40. Joe Mixon is at 25 carries for 46 yards, so I wasn't that far off. They just keep going to him. I mean, he's averaging 1.8 yards per carry. But they're like, nope, let's keep running the ball with Joe Mixon. I mean, that's the best thing we could possibly do. So still waiting for him to come back from commercial as we reach the 2-minute warning. Alright, they're back from commercial. 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to go in the game. Each team with all 3 timeouts. Stroud and shotgun, back line to the left. Stroud looks to throw. Stroud is pressured, pocket collapsing. Over the middle, almost just threw a pick. It's 4th and 4. Terry and Arnold, the rookie corner, is slow to get up. Arnold's in man coverage against Xavier Hutchinson, the target for this play. That's probably interference. Oh, that's definitely interference. Well, here's the hard part. It's deflected by the linebacker right in front. So I'm not really sure Arnold impacts the ability to catch the ball and interferes with it because he's not going to be able to get there anyway. The ball doesn't make it there. So I can understand the no call there, but if the linebacker's there, that's one of the most obvious pass interference calls you'll see. But 4th and 4, the Lions defense gets a stop. I thought the Texans were going to punt. Second time I've thought that today. I thought the Lions were going to punt a minute ago. But apparently the Texans are in field goal range. 4th and 4, Keami Fairbairn been very good from 50-plus yards so far this season. Already 11 makes. The NFL record is 11. And he's done it in 9 games. Well, now 10. So here's Fairbairn from 58. The Lions just made from 58 to tie it. Here's the Texans from 58 to try to take the lead. Fairbairn on the right hash, minute 56 to go. And high snap, but he gets it down. Oh, he hooked this way left. Fairbairn's no good. And it's going to stay tied at 23. Not even close. And now the Lions take over. Excellent starting field position. Why didn't the Texans punt the ball? I don't know. I mean, I understand kicking the field goal there. Your kicker's pretty good from distance. 11 of 13, or now 11 of 14 from 50-plus on the season. The Lions, they've been scoring offensively. I understand trying to take the lead there, but it doesn't end up being successful. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the carry here, and he'll go left for a pickup of 4. A good field position for the Lions. Yeah, that is true. That's the one downside of missing a field goal. Timeout call by the Texans. Their first timeout spent by either team so far in this second half. Stops the clock, minute 46 to go. Yeah, the Lions, they don't have to go very far to get in field goal range. They just made a 58-yard field goal of their own. So, I mean, I understand either way. If you want to punt, you can punt. But, hold on. NFL history. Last team to win after trailing by 15-plus points while throwing 5-plus interceptions was the Colts when they did it against the Bears in 1970. So, 54 years ago. Gibbs gets the carry running left, and he's forced to bounds, no gain. The clock will continue to run. Now D'Amico Ryans calls his second timeout. The Lions have called a timeout? I did not realize that, but apparently the Lions only have 2 timeouts remaining. And now the Texans with 1. But going back to the field goal punt, I I would have probably kicked the field goal or at least tried it with a good kicker. But I can understand if you want to punt as well. I've never seen a quarterback throw 5 picks. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen somebody throw 5 picks. Like watching it like this as well. First time in 5 years. So here is a 3rd and 6, a minute 40 to go. Goff in shotgun, Gibbs the back line to his left. Goff looks to throw. Goff over the middle, that is caught by St. Brown across the 40 to the 37-yard line. The Lions convert on 3rd down. 1:33 to go, and there's the Texans' 3rd and final timeout. To throw 5 picks and still be in the game is amazing. Yeah, I know. It's insane how the Lions have done this. Plus trailing by 15 or 16 at the half and being able to come back. I mean, credit to their defense a lot. Shutout in the second half, and they've been able to only give up 23 points despite Jared Goff throwing 5 interceptions. So the Texans now out of timeouts, a minute 33 to go. Lions with 2 timeouts remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 from the 37. Goff under center, hands off to Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle, and Gibbs gains 2 to the 35. The Lions will let the clock run. David Montgomery now in the game. I mean, you've got to imagine the Lions going to try to get further into field goal range. Don't want to attempt another 50-plus yarder. From the 35, Goff under center, St. Brown in motion. Will hand off Montgomery up the middle, and he's going pretty much nowhere. He'll fall forward for a gain of 3. Clock continues to run. 35 seconds left. Looks like the Lions are pretty content to just attempt a long field goal. Looks like they might not even run a play here on 3rd down and just kick a field goal on 3rd down. Dan Campbell standing right next to the official. It looks like the official just blew his whistle and said Dan Campbell called a timeout, and Dan Campbell's like, "What are you doing? I didn't call a timeout yet." Alright, so 4 seconds on the clock. Dan Campbell says, "I didn't call a timeout." That's a weird situation. So 4 seconds left. Here comes Jake Bates to try to win the game for the Lions. If not, we'll head to overtime. Seen a lot of overtime games this week. So to end last week with and Chiefs and Bucks, we saw the Giants go overtime today. We saw there's a few more. But here's Jake Bates from 52 on the left hash. He just made from 58 on the right hash. From 52 yards away to win it. Jake Bates just inside the left upright, and it's good. He had the other one just inside the right upright. This one just inside the left. And the Lions win it on a walk-off 52-yard field goal from Jake Bates. They throw 5 interceptions and play probably a horrible game. Yet they're somehow able to beat the Texans. You thought he missed. I thought he missed at first, too. It started off so far left and then kept drifting on inside. I thought he missed it as well. You're not alone there. What a comeback. Yeah, what a comeback is right. I mean, down 23-7 at the half. You throw 5 interceptions. What a game for the defense as well. Also, this kick would have been good from like 70. That kick was so high up on the upright. I wonder how far that kick would have been good from. Because that kick would have crossed the goalpost where the flag is at the top of it. I think that would have been good from a long, long distance. Wonder if I can find that. But yeah, what a comeback for the Lions. Somehow, they're able to win, even though I think they played a terrible game. I was not a fan of a lot of the decisions they made throughout the game, but they were able to do it, so. Alright, let's see. How can we get here? Let's see. Is there a way to... Let's see if I can figure out... It touched the flag. Yeah, it was a really good... Yeah, it would have been from a long way away. Game of the day. I didn't even think this was a great game. It ended up being pretty good. I don't know. It was good, but not good at the same time, if that makes any sense. But yeah, good game. Good finish. Second half definitely picked it up. Yeah, I have no idea how to find out how far that kick would have been good from, but I just think it would have been a long way away. But good stream. Catch you later. All right, thank you for joining me. I'll be live tomorrow for Monday Night Football between the Rams and Dolphins. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Be sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn notifications so you don't miss any of their upcoming streams or upcoming videos. I do my best to post as often as possible. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video.